I want to tell you about a comic with the first page, literally the first panel of the entire series, is a woman giving birth. And the first line of dialogue is a swear word. And by page 10, you are completely, hopelessly in love with these people. This is Saga by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples, which has been running since 2012, and it is genuinely one of the greatest science fantasy epics ever told in any medium. I'm not hedging that. I'm not saying for a comic. I mean ever. So what is Saga? On the surface, two soldiers from opposite sides of the intergalactic war fall in love, have a baby, and go on the run from basically everyone in the universe who wants them dead. The father, Marco, is from Reef, a moon. His people use magic. The mother, Alana, is from Landfall, the planet Reef orbits. Her people use technology. These two worlds have been at war so long nobody even remembers why. And these two fell in love anyway. Their daughter is Hazel. She narrates the whole story from some point in the future, which tells you she survives, but tells you absolutely nothing about how. Here's what Vaughan understands that a lot of epic storytelling gets wrong. He keeps it small. Yes, there are robot princes and giant tortoises that are actually spaceships and a planet-sized entity that will make you deeply uncomfortable. But the engine of Saga, the reason you keep reading, is the marriage. Alana and Marco fight about money, about parenting, about whose turn it is to be the optimist when everything is falling apart. They are a couple in the full, messy, human sense of that world, dropped into the most insane circumstances imaginable, and Vaughan never lets the spectacle swallow the intimacy. There's a scene, no spoilers, where they're in genuine mortal danger and they stop to have an argument they've clearly been having for weeks, and it's funny and then it's heartbreaking in about 4 pages. That's the book in miniature. I need to talk about Fiona Staples because Saga doesn't exist without her. She designs every alien, every world, every creature from scratch, and her visual imagination is just relentless. Nothing looks like anything you've seen before. The Will is a freelance killer who travels with a giant pink cat that can detect lies. There's a character called the Stork who is, well, she's a spider, but also a woman, but mostly terrifying. Staples draws all of it with this loose painted quality that feels warm even when the content is brutal. She makes you feel safe in this world right up until she doesn't. The emotional range she gets from faces alone is extraordinary. You could read Saga without the words and still know exactly what everyone is feeling. On the surface, Saga is about survival, about two people protecting their kid from a universe that wants to erase them. But underneath that, it's about what we inherit. Whether the wars our parents fought have to be our wars, whether you can love someone completely and still be shaped by everything that came before them. Hazel is born between two worlds, literally. She's the thing that shouldn't exist, and the whole series is about whether the universe will let her anyway. Vaughan has said it's partly about his own kids, about the specific terror of bringing a child into a world that is, let's say, not always hospitable. You feel that on every page this is not a writer playing with ideas, this is a writer scared of something real and using science fiction to say it out loud. Saga is published by Image Comics. It's currently ongoing. Vaughan and Staples took a hiatus for a few years and came back, which felt like the sun coming out. You can start with volume 1 and it will cost you almost nothing. And then you'll buy all of them. And then you'll sit with the most recent issue and feel that specific ache of a story you're not ready to end. There are maybe 5 things in my life I would describe as genuinely alive on the page. Saga is one of them.